The views, takes, and opinions expressed on this show are of the host's own and do not represent the views, takes, and opinions of the Main Event Mark, PWPH Wrestling Network and its affiliates. Material and sources mentioned in this episode is for general and commentary purposes only. This episode might include strong language and may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Welcome to the Main Event Mark.
Welcome to your Unfiltered Tagalog Wrestling Podcast. This is the Main Event Mark Podcast. Ayun. So, I'm recording this episode, very emergency episode. I recorded this on at 3 a.m. in the morning. Wow. I recorded this episode because I have to make some announcements, no? Yung live stream, it will be the first episode will be released. Then this one will be the next one. So basically, I decided to swap them up. So that will be episode number 236. This will, 230. Then that episode will be 238. Here, this will be 239. So, ito na nga. I made some announcements on that live stream that starting this week or next week, we are going to change the universal username of the Main Event Mark podcast. That was a decision, I think, since parang na temporary disassociated ako with Bunk, no? It's been a while na pinag-isipan ko siya. And yun, I think I have to put the whole name of the show, so the Main Event Mark is already there. So parang ang hirap kasi i-associate ng show if MEM Wrestling Pod lang yung ilalagay ko. So, that was it for the reason why I changed the universal username. And as of right now, everything is working fine now. Our fire link is now working as normal. Hindi ko lang alam bakit hindi updated yung mga episodes doon sa ating Linkfire, but I'm going to figure that out later on. But supposedly 239, this is episode number 239 of the Main Event Mark podcast. Again, thank you very much for listening on the show. Again, my name is Angelo Penera, and if you are listening to this episode right now, I made some announcements again just to repeat what I made last night. We're going to change the official username of the Main Event Mark after the rebranding, and now here I decided to change it again. So going forward, it will be at Main Event Mark PW. So that will be easier for me. But yon, so our new username for all of our social media platforms, it's now Main Event Mark PW. For the meantime, I hope you can follow and support the show on all of our social media platforms at Main Event Mark PW, and also on our Patreon, patreon.com/Main Event Mark PW. So, yon. That was it for the main event, and holy shit, marami tayong headlines na pag-uusapan for this audio-only episode. And of course, mas kukumpletuhin natin yung review ng mga weekly shows na Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, TNA. Ikutin natin lahat ng promotion in this special episode na hindi nyo na-catch with our live stream. And also, this will be the updated one since we have to make that announcement. I was thinking about it for a while and then I executed it. I was able to edit out all of the information associated with this show. And now, Facebook na lang yung natitira. I'm going to figure the Facebook later on. But for the meantime, I hope you can support the show again on all of the social media platforms at Main Event Mark PW. So, plug lang tayo ng mga ilang bagay before we can continue. So, si Top Sports is the home of WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and also other sports, NBA, WNBA, Filipino Pro Wrestling, NFL, at marami pang iba, UFC. So that's the home of those events. Napakarami pong events na kino-cover ni Blast TV. So if you want to watch your favorite WWE programming, so you can catch that for free. Top Sports is free for view until August 31st, 2024. You can also avail a free 3 months of subscription, basic subscription of Top Sports or your Blast TV as well as a whole. You can catch that on their posts. Meron sila doon instructions on how you are going to do with that. And then, if you want to do the normal way, you have Converge, Globe at Home, o kaya yung mga internet service provider partners nila, napakadami na nung service partners nila. You can also support them on that, or you can subscribe $179 for the basic, $199 for Blast TV with Setanta Sports, the home of the Liga, and also NBA Premier League. Yon. So you can support our WWE programming, WWE broadcaster, and also the broadcaster of Filipino Pro Wrestling on Plus TV. It's on Top Sports, also on Plus Sports. Yon. So, headlines muna tayo. Mabilis na headlines. So, Johnny Gargano wanted to bring Candice LeRae back into the fold with DIY. Personally, I like it, but I am okay with Candice being solo as of right now with Indy Hartwell. Okay lang sa akin yon. And then, CM Punk gives Rob Gronkowski New England Patriots WWE Legacy title at Fanatics Fest, New York City. Okay, so WWE actually uploaded a video about it on their social media platforms. Good for them. Also, headline, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson has earned the mark, the best in the world everywhere he has gone. Okay, I can justify that. But if you're going to say that he is the best, then I will disagree. Beth Phoenix said, her decision to wrestle again will depend on opportunity and what suits her family. Nakita niyo naman sa interview niya kay Chris Van Vliet that Beth Phoenix confirmed that she is already a free agent. So, ayan, good for her. And I hope she will be able to wrestle again for any promotions. Eto, Tony Khan doesn't think contact tampering from WWE has stopped. Quote unquote, it's still happening. Very interesting to talk about. We will tackle that later. So, Jim Ross, I think I'm scheduled to call Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland at All In. No, sir, no. No offense, but no. Ito, very interesting. Dominic Mysterio. They wanted to hang me above the ring for Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. Okay. Totoo to. Based to doon sa interview niya with Logan Paul doon sa, matawag dito, Impulsive, impossible to like, impulsive, but yeah, he actually mentioned that. But yeah, we will talk about that later on. But it's interesting actually that they wanted to hang Dominic Mysterio like in a cage. That's paano niya makukuha? Paano niya lang makukuha si Gago doon? So that is funny already to me. Okay, that is our headlines for today's broadcast provided by our friends over at Fightful. So if you want to cite them, you can cite them. So, like what I said on our previous episode, before we can continue, we're going to make some announcements as well on our content for the next few days. So, All in London is next week and Bash in Berlin. What we're going to do, we're going to release a live video prediction for that. And then later on, we're going to do a audio only for both All in London and Bash in Berlin. That's what we're going to do. And then pasadahan na rin natin yung New Japan, Capital Collision, TNA, Emergence, and AEW All Out. Yan. So, yun lang muna ang ating pag-usapan for our headlines. Sa ngayon, we're going to focus now on our main wrestling. So let's start with Raw. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko, this is a complete or bigyan natin ng mas mahabang review itong episode na ito for the main event. Let's start with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley opened this week's Raw with the Judgment Day aggressive stuff. Then Rhea came out, gave a promo directed to Liv Morgan and Dom Dom. The new couple appeared in the crowd. Si Liv, parang kinuchupa niya si Dom. Then, ito yung medyo natatawa ko, yung part where Damian Priest appeared on the back of both of them and then they chased them both. Rhea Ripley joined the fray and eventually they were able to chase them both. That was led to Damian Priest versus Carlito. Carlito was defeated by Damian Priest easily. We're not going to talk about the match. That was predictable. Then the Judgment Day assault continued. So that was interesting. And oh my God. JD McDonough is really the new ally and Carlito for the Judgment Day. So I'm not gonna give my thoughts, but I am really interested on how the Judgment Day is actually moving since they able to kick out they were able to kick out Priest and Rhea Ripley out of the stable. Medyo nabibuisit din ako on how they addressed the explanations, no? Ayun. So that was it for me for now. Ayun. So we're not gonna talk about the next match. Then we have here Alpha Academy versus Alpha Made or American Made. So we have here the Texas Tornado match. So this is a really good match actually to me. Then IB Nile assaulted Maxine. So this was called na to sobrang call out na to. Dami na rin kasing signs where IB Nile is not joining Maxine on the story lately. So this is really a surprise to me. Yep. So that was it. Then we have Damage Control, definitely a face now. So Robin Sane, hi Robin Sane by the way. Kairi Sane and Io Sky, I think they are really good into their faces roles. So sobrang impressive talaga nila when it comes to being a face. So plus them on that. Then ayun. So, let's continue. Si Kairi Sane kasi sobrang galing niya mag-sell sa totoo lang. And then, on how she's giving his or her moves, sobrang ano niya sobrang aggressive niya even with her height. Wow, grabe. Grabe siya. That's why she is one of my favorites. And then, Randy Orton addressed Gunther in the ring. And like it or not, I'm still calling it stupid. Then, then both of them actually insulted one another. Medyo weird yung paglabas ni Drew. I don't know what that means. But we will able to figure that out later on. I hope this not going to lead to a Gunter versus Drew match again because I'm not a fan. And yeah, I'm glad CM Punk interrupted the segment also, and he attacked Drew with a belt na ginamit o nilabas ni Drew, so that's a good thing. Then Orton used it for or to be able to attack Gunter with an RKO, so that's amazing to me. And definitely Punk and McIntyre is definitely not over. But to me, actually, this is definitely the top one feud as of right now, aside from the Bloodline thing. So, wala ko ganong issue doon, no? Then, we have this Gunter and Orton na medyo, like what I said, hindi ko nagugustuhan because of the randomness. I know there's a King of the Ring history, but like what I said, this is a random shit. I don't like it. Parang medyo may part doon na nasusuya ako. Then, yun. Then next, si Randy Orton, grabe. Alam niyo si Orton, ito yung gusto ko kay Orton. Even with his age right now, grabe pa din yung charisma niya. Hindi siya nauubusan ng charisma eh. That's why he is one of the greatest of all time. He is amazing on what he is doing. Everybody knows that because it actually shows to not only to the fans but to everyone who is watching the product. And to the fact that everyone is watching the product, it's actually working not only for me but for everyone who is watching, no? So that's why it works. So I really love what they are able to do or what they able to provide or to confirm. And we are going to wait. Sorry to interrupt this podcast. Before we can move on, let's continue with some sad news so we can make this official. So, Afa Anuai has passed away also just a week or a month after of the passing of the Sika. So Alpha Anuai passed away just now while I am recording the episode. I am really sad right now. You know, as we are recording this episode, I am really sad right now, as you may know. Habang we are confirming the information and I can make it official. So, the family itself of the family of ano tawag dito? Putang ina. But yeah, Samu Anuai also confirmed the news that Ava passed away of Wild Samoans. And we are trying to confirm that information. I hope we are able to get more information on that. We are just waiting for more information. I could not confirm that As of right now, I'm really sad right now, but I hope. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if I interrupted the normal programming for that sad news that we got, and we are able to confirm uh, this a rough or tough day as of right now. But yeah, again, my condolences in behalf of the main event Mark and also the PWPH Wrestling Network. If is if this announcement will be confirmed, then I'm going to give officially my condolences to the family, to the fans of Alpha and Y. So I'm really sad right now. I'm really upset or kind of lonely right now while I'm recording this episode. So I can't believe I am scrolling up to X right now. This is not a normal thing that I am doing. This is not usual that I am doing as of right now. We are confirming news regarding on Alpha and why we are just confirming it directly from our sources. Pasensya na, medyo ayan, lumalabas na po ang balita about ayan, yun nga, ito na, lumalabas na yung balita about Samu. It's been confirmed and we can make it official. So, it's a post of the family, so we can confirm that. Ayan, so our condolences to the family, to the friends, to the fans of AFA. So again, let's verify the information. So therefore, we'll be able to confirm that direct. Again, this is not part of our normal programming here on the main event Mark podcast. This is not very hindi ito normal na ginagawa ko on the main event. Just to explain things here, I'm really sad right now, but we have to confirm again, just to read the statement of Samu and why here. It is with deepest regret that we announce the passing of my father, Afa Anuwai Sr. It was a peaceful transition. He was surrounded by the loved ones. Please respect our privacy as we mourn our father. Again, I'm really sorry for this. This is really unusual on the news that we are actually getting right now. Again, this is really tough for the business. Kevin Sullivan just passed away just a few days ago. Dennis Brent and also now Alpha. We are able to confirm that information. Alpha passed away just a few moments ago. Again, that was the news that we are able to confirm as of right now. Um, I'm really sad on the news that we are able to get from Samu Anuwai. And yeah, that was made official. I am really sad right now that this news is need to be executed. Ayun, sobrang as in, the chills, pasensya na medyo ano ako ngayon, medyo ano siya, medyo iba yung pakiramdam ko as of right now while I am recording the episode. This is really, different and yun, so medyo iba yung pakiramdam ko while I'm recording the episode as of right now. Again, iba yung pakiramdam ko, iba din on what I am actually getting now, and iba din yung information. And yeah, as of right now, the wrestling community is basically confirming the passing of Alpha and Y of the Wild Samoans. Again, I'm really sorry. We have to break the regular programming for just a few minutes here on the main event mark. Ayun. Short thoughts lang. Um, we never saw Alpha competing, no? Hindi natin siya nakita mag-compete. And ano rin, medyo limited din yung mga alam ko about the Wild Samoans. But based on what I can share with you guys, oo, ayun. So, basically everyone is now confirming the news regarding on AFA. Again, just to confirm this information, we should pray about the family, the friends of AFA and Ed. We are able to confirm that both of the Wild Samoans are now in heaven, and I hope they will be able to rest in peace. Let's continue on our regular programming. So Bronson Reed was booked against The Miz on this week's episode of Raw. Basically continued the stuff here, and actually this was amazing. If you're going to ask me, that was basically a part where the faces are going to be embarrassed. And actually, Maze and R-Truth are perfect examples of group guys who needs to be put over, or the one who can put over this guy aside from Seth Rollins. So sobrang credible kasi. No? And then, R-Truth, R-Truth, holy crap. He's just amazing. Amazing as in. Grabe. Grabe yung ayan. So we are confirming, waiting for more information regarding on AFA. Again, we are able to confirm. We are just waiting for more regarding on AFA's passing. Again, I'm really sorry if we have to confirm or to interrupt that whole programming here regarding on the information for AFA. Yun. So, we will give you more updates while we are recording the current episode of the show. Fuck it. I think I am reviewing the whole yeah, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker was actually amazing. The 2 out of 3 falls, grabe. Sobrang solid nito. I swear to God. I was trying to check the date again, and actually it's updated. So, I swear, Sami versus Braun, definitely my match of the night. It's very amazing to me. Not the same as what we got the previous episode, but I think these are clearly better now with them coming back on USA. And then, the hotness of the episode, sakto lang, I would say. And they're clearly on the right direction when it comes to the build for the match or the possible cards for Bash in Berlin. So, yeah, we cannot wait to see how things are going with the build up for their match at Bash in Berlin. For the meantime, we're just going to take a short break here. I have to compose myself here after of that announcement. We will keep you guys more updates regarding on that news while I am recording the episode. So for the meantime here, let's check our friends over on PWPH. We are back on main event mark. Let's continue. Everyone is basically confirming again the news regarding on the passing of Alpha and why we are able to confirm the news of his passing. Again, the main event mark, Pro Wrestling Philippines Club and the PWPH Wrestling Network is condoling with the family, friends, and fans of Mr. Alpha Anuwai. Alpha Anuwai is one of the two members of the Wild Samoans, and it was noted that his tag team partner, Sika Anuwai, just passed away just a few or a month ago, actually. That's not a few months ago, just a few days ago. And we got this information, and as soon as we are able to confirm this news, and also we are currently getting this information regarding on his passing. So again, as like to confirm here, we are condoling with the family, friends, and fans of Alpha and Y. Yeah, I hope you guys are fine. And yeah, so main event mark, Pro Wrestling Philippines Club and the PWPH Wrestling Network is condoling with Alpha's passing. So let's plug some stuff here real quick before we continue. So Fusha Libre is now available on Netflix. So di ko pa siya napapanood, pero I am planning to watch that on a later date pag medyo may ano na ako. So yeah, so I'm going to watch that in a later date. May nababasa na kasi akong review about that show, and medyo hindi nila nagugustuhan yung story. Yeah. And medyo ako din. And ako din personally. Ayan, sa preview, yeah, I get it. Pero iba pa din kasi yung pakiramdam pagka, ano ba tawag dito, tangina. Wait lang. Iniisip ko kasi, if, ano ba tawag dito? Shit. Ato, pag ang pinag-uusapan kasi natin is the part be interesting. Tapos, ganito pa. Ang madadatnan natin, medyo hindi ako impressed on what we are currently getting or how things are moving when it comes to this type of things. Pasensya na, medyo nagpo-pause ako. Ayun, medyo hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi ko. Pero going back, ayun nga. So, as of right now, let's go now to NXT. So, medyo seryoso na ako. I need to take this seriously na. Yun, NXT. Ayun, wait lang, sandali. So, NXT, let's focus on the title changes na lang. Hindi na tayo masyado magpo-focus doon sa iba. So, Wesley, first thing foremost, ruined the Joe Hendry celebration to challenge for the NXT title. This is kind of funny to me. Then Ethan Page took the microphone, changed the sleeve. That was me. Ayun. And then Joe Hendry interrupted the segment and he wanted the NXT Championship as well, knowing the history or the story right now between Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander. We might see this match anytime soon. Yes, we know Joe Hendry is not winning the belt, but on how things are going, this is really interesting. And especially with Ethan Page's history with history niya sa stable na to or kay Josh Alexander specifically, alam kong magko-connect to down the line. So, yeah, just to summary later on, Pete Dunne and Trick Williams also, or Trick, wait lang, Pete Dunne and also Wesley also claimed their title shots for NXT title. And they're going to face off in a three-way on Tuesday for the NXT Championship. And personally, gusto ko na lang mag-four-way. Kasi four-way na naman. Ayun. So, that was amazing sa totoo lang. Then we have here the Heritage Cup match. This is really amazing to me. The Heritage Cup, like what I said, it should be used in a correct manner. This is one of them. I really love how the Heritage Cup things are being used here on NXT, and I'm glad we're not getting that every week. So when Sinclair knocked Tony D off the second rope, then we're able to set the win here, and now Charlie Dempsey is the new Heritage Cup champion. It's really interesting because next week on TNA Impact, Charlie Dempsey is set to compete on the TNA programming. I hope there's not going to be an embarrassing moment for Charlie Dempsey, especially with him winning the Heritage Cup very recently. Yun. Then, Tony D, I'm glad naman that he lost already. Medyo wala na kasi steam yung the family, his kids stuff na personally I really like. Pero to the story kasi ng Heritage Cup, wala na siya nagkanong steam eh. So, ako personally, gusto ko siyang mag-focus or mag-goal na with the NXT title. Since NXT is really lacking on faces right now na credible aside kay Trick or kay Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, guess lang naman yan. So, Tony D'Angelo will be a great contender then for the NXT Championship down the line. So, yeah, I'm fine with the loss and the new big future for Tony D. So, continue tayo with this. So, to Tony D, I'm really glad then that medyo may tease na rin si Tony D with Obafemi. I hope that will be a sign then to shift his focus. But yeah, si Sinclair puts an interesting topic then on how this Heritage Cup thing is going to wed. So that's why it's amazing, no? And yeah, Tony D is amazing, I swear. We just have to appreciate how things are going with here with Tony D'Angelo. Yun. So again, we have this three-way for the NXT title, Wesley, then we have Pete Dunne, now Joe Hendry. Prior to that, Wesley actually challenged Zachary Wentz for a match at No Mercy. Then there will be No Mercy to beat him. Pero I have to address to. In-address ko to sa live stream. I will address it again here on tonight's show. It's really funny to me how stupid this character or how Wesley is trying to deal with the character, no? sobrang sobrang out of touch. Sobrang out of touch niya when it comes to his character, eh. Hindi siya credible na character. I mean, hindi hindi siya sobrang working, pero when it comes kasi sa on how the build, how things are going with Wesley kasi parang hindi siya credible na hindi siya nagiging credible na character or parang wala siyang accountability when it comes to his actions. So parang he's just throwing his hate on everyone who is actually fucking who is actually hating the idea of the face turn or the sorts of a reunion between the Rascals. And yeah, like what I said, Wesley is not growing to me so far as a heel. It's understandable naman because he is a forever face since he arrived in the WWE. Pero he's like I hope he will be a Roxanne Perez to me. Roxanne Perez is really, really good right now on her face or heel run. I hope this will be the same case for Wesley. But yeah, I'm going to observe Wesley further for now. Then we have the North American title, Otis versus Obafemi. This was an amazing match as usual to me. And as expected, medyo maikli lang to. But Otis really deserved the title match and definitely it should be the title match. And it's actually amazing to me. So I really love this match. Then, hindi naman tayo nagulat on how the finish went out. But sobrang impressive kasi eh. Grabe eh. Otis is just amazing. And that would be great as well too. Then, yun nga, North American Championship is kind of lacking of contenderships. And Tony D will be fit for that for now and then eventually go to the NXT title. Pero in my opinion, NXT title picture is really lacking of faces. So, I think Tony D would fit better than the North American, to be honest with me. Yan. Then let's focus now on the main event of this week's NXT. So, it's Nathan Frazer and Axiom versus Chase U. It's actually amazing to me that hindi ko akalain that Rich Holland is going to be the one who is going to finish the story here for the whole NXT. For the whole Chase U. It's kind of funny to me that he will be the one who will be able to give the title to the whole stable of Chase U. So medyo interesting on how the story are going. Akala pa naman natin si Rich Holland yung magiging weak link ng Chase U. But now, he's now actually the one who is saving Chase U. And si Doc Hudson, medyo based lang sa assumptions ko, he might be the one who will turn on Chase U down the line. Knowing NXT is going to do a lot of nuts just to introduce on their TV, and this might be one of them. But yeah, like what I said, Chase U finishing their story is actually amazing, and I can't wait to see more of Chase U down the line. So that will be it for NXT, and yeah, they're trying actually to build a interesting buzz for their CW move. So medyo ito na nga yun. And then they're trying actually to build a story here with the whole Chase U. So medyo interesting siya. They're still building for a match possibly or the cards for No Mercy. medyo ang labo din to me that Fraser and Axiom is just a stupid thing. Dapat inantay na lang siguro nila yung No Mercy. Then Richard actually was able to finish the story, and I think he was able to prove himself. That's why I am glad that he was able to introduce or to finish his story for the stable. So that's why I really love and hate the thing. But yeah, I hope this will be better for the next couple of weeks and we're getting a better outcome on the product. But it's actually amazing to me. Yan, continue tayo with AEW Dynamite. Ayun, mamaya natin balikan yung sa tampering na yan. Ayun, AEW Dynamite is the final episode before the Cardiff and then All In London show. So, Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Yeah, the match was ended by a disqualification after FTR interrupted the thing. It's just funny as hell. Then, Mercedes versus Shida was actually okay. That was actually good. And then, I cannot wait to see more of that later on. But yeah, like what I said, okay, Mercedes, don't let her talk ever again. Let her wrestle instead every week. Then that will be great for me. Yon. Ano pa ba kailangan natin pag-usapan? So the tag titles. So the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. This match was ended in a disqualification. Jesus Christ, we have to really end the match here. And it's just embarrassing. It's just funny as shit, man. FTR and the Acclaimed actually set to face Collision. They just got a match and now they're going to get another match. Then we have Swerve Strickland versus Wheeler Yuta, and then I think this might be the turning point for Swerve Strickland to strike on Brian Danielson. I think he did. So yeah, we are going to talk about that later on. But it's funny to me that they let to lose their world champion on a fucking disqualification. Jesus Christ, AEW, you are killing your world champion again. Just like that. It's just embarrassing. If I wear AEW, I am going to protect Swerve Strickland at any cost because I don't want to fuck my champion up. It's just embarrassing. I hope di na to maulit sa ibang champion sila. Tangina. Pangit ng booking nila kay Swerve. I swear to God. It's just sloppy. Bullshit, man. It's just bullshit, man. I don't like it. Done. So that was AEW Dynamite. And I didn't like what we got. So, let's focus the TNA Impact on the Nick Nemeth versus Josh Alexander. I'm going to focus on this. Personally, this was a really good match. That was amazing, if you're going to ask me. And then, apa tawag dito? TNA actually released an uncut episode or uncut match between Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander. Ito yung mga nawala during the commercial breaks. They released exclusively on TNA Plus. So it's amazing that we have a TNA Plus subscription. We're able to finish the whole match without the commercials, and that's actually really good. At least to me. and I can put it as one of my match of the year for EPCAM. And then they made a 1 hour, um, 1 hour 1 hour Ironman match between Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander. So, yeah, pasensya na medyo nauutal ako. Pero yun, yeah, actually this was a really good match. And then, notable then on this week's TNA Impact, Riley Osborne defeated Chris Bay and John Skyler for the Ultimate X qualifying match. And this is huge because he's from NXT. I know he's not winning, but it's just amazing that someone like Riley Osborne is part of this match. And it's really a big deal kasi ano tawag dito? It's a really, really big deal because they are really taking the NXT vs TNA seriously. I hope they will. No? Pero yun, as of right now, this should be it for today's episode. I don't really have to give any other thoughts on today's episode of the show. I'm really glad that everyone is still able to listen on the episodes. Wag lang kayo gagaya sa Neda, mga bobong nga sa Neda. Bobong Robin Padilla. Tangay na. Pero yun lang muna for now here on the main event. We will see you guys next week for yet another episode for the main event. Mark, thank you again for joining us as always here on the show. Again, you can follow and support the show on all of our social media platforms at Main Event Mark PW. And then you can support our Patreon, patreon.com/Main Event Mark PW. And ano pa ba? Yung mga platforms natin, social media platforms. And then the next couple of weeks, we are going to release a new episode for the PWPH podcast. We are just on a silent break. Medyo we need to take a real life thing here, and then pagbalik natin after ng puso, we will continue releasing new episodes for the PWPH podcast. I might going to do a new episode later this week, so abangan nyo lang yan. And yun, as promised, we're going to do a new content for both shows, the Main Event Mark and the PWPH podcast. Both of them are part of the PWPH Wrestling Network. For the meantime here, thank you very much again for everyone who is listening on the Main Event Mark podcast. Again, my name is Angelo Panera. Goodbye for now, and stay safe and stay wrestle. See you on the next one. Bye for now.